My girl went on a work trip and met up with a dude from our city. We both know the dude. How should I feel?
That's a real question.
Rock it out, Dave.
I can only talk about from how I feel.
Yo, this is nuts.
From how I feel, that's probably not going down.
This is nuts, B.
Because you can't go to a different city
Yo.
and meet a mutual dude.
She for the streets.
And if it's that mutual, like,
nah.
Does that dude know? Did that dude tell you like, yo, I'm leaving with your girl next week? Like, I don't know how that works for me. Like, the dynamics of that doesn't work for me because you have to have a real trusting or either open relationship.
She's not his.
I'm just trying to. I'm trying to be diplomatic.
She's not his,
bro.
Bro, listen.
I mean, it does sound like it's made for the streets.
This might be hurtful to you, my brother. I don't know you. You don't know me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to send me no hate mail, brother to brother. She's not yours, B. No woman that's in a committed relationship should be traveling with no male. I just had a conversation.
What if they coworkers?
Bro, they staying in the same room, they going out, they partying, like
that's that.
No, bro, that's unacceptable. We punting that, my B. Like Janikowski, get that out of here.
No, that's not happening.
Nah, man. Listen.
But if they co-workers,
my girl went out
and they have separate rooms
on a work trip, met up with a dude from our city. We both know the dude. How should I feel? What do you mean? How should you feel?
I don't know. I can't answer.
Bro, you know he know how to feel. He's feeling sick right now.
I don't know what to tell you that.
He feeling sick.
That's interesting. That's interesting because it's I don't know. There's nothing there for me.
Listen,
you could take that.
I had a conversation with a friend a couple weeks ago. We was talking about boundaries and in a relationship, and so she was telling me about how she has a certain amount of friends or whatever. She even told me like one of her friends, she like laid in the bed with the dude and nothing. And so my question was, hey, have you done anything sexual with any of these friend guys? I think she was like, I have 3 friend guys like from grade school or whatever. Cool. And she was like, no. And for me, my boundary is I've dated a woman who had a friend who said I have friends. My first question is always, have you had sex with this person? Because if you've had sex with this person, or if there was anything sexual, oral, or playing of any type, once you do that, you cross the line. We're no longer friends after you do that. Do you disagree with me?
No, I don't disagree with you, but am I sure that my ex probably have quote unquote friends or exes that she has as friends? Probably, bro.
Bro, okay, so we need to talk about this.
Probably.
Because I might be a little bit more conservative or more extreme.
Don't listen to me because I'm kind of like liberal. Like I'm like.
Okay, so this is gonna be a great conversation because I'm more conservative when it comes to like if a person that I'm going to commit to or I see as a long-term viable option, I have to be honest with myself. This is what emotional intelligence is. As a man, you got to be honest, B. If you know something's going to get on your skin, don't agree at the beginning.
So how do you have the conversation?
Okay, so
you're talking to your woman and she's like, yo, Joe, but I want to hang out so me and Ricky was cool before you went out.
Yo, it's funny because I got a cousin named Ricky. But to be honest though, so I like to get stuff out maybe the first 2 or 3 dates. I'm gonna get straight to this.
So you want to know all the potential suitors she had prior to y'all getting together. So you just pointing them out like, yo, so him?
No.
That dude? What about
No. So it's not about who she smashed, right? It's about, do you have male friends?
What you just said, Joe, you was like, yo, if she had, that was your criteria. If she had a sexual relationship with that person, that person is no longer classified as a friend.
And that's how I rock. Yeah. So if she says she has a friend, but she's had sex with this friend, that's for me, that's a no-go.
So how do you have the conversation? You're like, hey, look, you can't hang with Ricky no more?
No, I say this. I said, listen, for women that I take, first of all, we're trying to figure out what we're wanting from one another. Like if we want something long term, that's a no-no for me. If this is just we just in it for a good time, not for a long time, that's something different. But now I'm not really into stuff for a good time, not for a long time. And I'm not trying to waste my time.
But how do you ask her, bro? Like, what do you say to her?
I asked her, "Do you have you?"
And she's like, "Yeah, I smashed that dude." Now you see smash Ricky. Now
and he's still your friend? Like you still talk to him?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So unfortunately, this is zero tolerance for me. I don't think we're going to be a good match long term. Okay. That's just how I rock it.
Okay, but what if you're already in a relationship?
No, see, that's you asked that question, but I'm telling you, the first 3 dates,
you're like off the bat, like I'm not doing it.
Well, between the first and the third date, I'm going to get to this because my investment is low at that point.
Gotcha.
So I can walk away easier within that small time frame because usually if you're dating, you're probably dating once a week or how many times, pretty much back to back. So the investment for me is not, I'm not in. So if I can get to these kind of zero tolerances, if I can vet that quick, I'm out of there. You see what I'm saying? So I could easily tell a woman, like, and I've had women that I tell that to, and it's kind of like, oh, he told me no, he walked away from me, and they come back and they're like, oh, I can do it, but I tell them, I'm honest, bro. I tell them like,
you say that too, like, yo, Joe's, you talking like third person, like Joe got zero.
Nah, bro. I just
for friends that are not really friends.
No, well, it's just like, so it's just like if I'm talking to you and I'm like, man, you know, like you ask me, hey, have you ever done this? Have you done it? No, I've never smoked. I've never, like, there's just things I've never done, and that's kind of a conversation. I don't have to lie to you. I don't have to put on a front.
No, I respect it.
But I know if I know certain things. It's not that I can deal with it, it's that I don't want to, and I don't even want to invite that into my life.
So I'm a different personality. I think I was kind of raised by a certain woman, and I would talk to them. Like I would hear stuff that guys tell me, street hood dudes would tell me stuff, but I'm like, this don't make no sense. So I started hanging around women a little bit. I would start talking to them, and one of the important things I always learned was, she was like, yo, look. You always like, yo, I know where my girl's at. I was big on the bravado. Like, I always know where my girl's at. I can tell you right now where she's at. So she's like, let me talk to you. She's like, yo, you in the streets, right? I'm like, yeah. He's like, your girlfriend she tries to stop you from that, right? Is that successful? I'm like, no. She's like, then why are you trying to control somebody? She's like, if you're going to find out what she's doing, it's going to come to light.
Yeah.
You trying to stop it and make sure she's here and she's there,
right.
What she's doing. She's like, you waste of time. That's corny.
And see, that's why I think this guy asked this question about his girl going on a trip. My question to him is, have you asked the tough questions? Have you asked, has she been with this? Y'all both know this guy. Have you asked him, had they had a sexual relationship before? Like, men, sometimes we don't like to have the straight to the point questions. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to ask us, how should I feel? It's nothing wrong with asking. But I can't tell you how to feel if you didn't set your boundary up front with this woman. You have to, as a man, set your boundary. Like, we have to stop feeling like, as men, we let women dictate how we feel. No, you don't dictate to me how I feel. You see what I'm saying? Because as a man, I lead. And if I'm going to lead, I need to know how I feel, emotional intelligence. I need to know why I feel this way. And then I can look at my past experiences and be able to have that shape my thoughts and my concerns. And so for me, I'm not even going to ask this question to nobody because I know if I'm dealing with a woman, she tells me she's going on a trip with another man, she already knew if she was something I was seriously dealing with, that's a no-no for me.
Hell yeah, Joe, she wouldn't have made it that far because second week, Joe would have asked, yo,
yeah. So
friend or is that a friend?
Exactly. So, but everybody's different. I'm not. You don't have to be me. I'm not trying to say I'm better. No. What I'm saying is because when I see a man ask how should I feel about something, that always raises, like, you know how you see on a computer the triangle, the yellow triangle with the exclamation point in the middle. It's like an alert for me because it's kind of like, as a man, you know how you feel already, but you're trying to invite the homies to say, man, I don't think this is real. Like, I shouldn't feel this way. But we have to sometimes dig a little bit deeper and go and say, okay, well, did you felt that you probably already feel a way because you're asking, how should you feel? Did you do the work to communicate to her what you accept, what you don't accept? We can't control nobody. A woman's going to do what she want to do. And as a man, you can do what you want to do. I mean, all you can do is lay out your expectations and boundaries and let it go. Like you said, you can't control what shorty, whatever she's going to do. How you feel about that, Dave?
I mean, I know we up against it, but I'm kind of disagree a little bit. But we can catch on like next week. But real quick, I just feel like, to your point, yeah, you should know how you feel sometimes, but you don't know how you feel sometimes.
That's true.
And that's why having different people around you that you respect their opinion, is there for. So you can have those conversations. You can be vulnerable and be like, yo, man, I don't know how I feel. And I already know what you feel. I can already be like, yo, I get it. Like, it's hard for you to have this conversation right now. But as your man, I don't know if that's the move. So, I mean, we can explore it next time, but that's a real dope question.
Set the boundaries, set the expectations. I am Joe. This is my EQ podcast. This is
Dave Clinton.
Hey, yo, master your mind, master your emotions. Check in with us. Hit subscribe. Let us know if you got questions. Put them in that comment section. Hit that like button and let's go up, baby.
Someone born with greatness, others born with hatred. The Lord awaits me, but before I'm gone, I'm caking. Getting it on for kids, make a child, all the kids just witnesses.